you have finished planning your characters and what possibly might happen in their story, it's time to write the beginning. So let's see what will happen in your story. There are two different ways you can write your beginning. The first one is you can focus on the setting. Let's look at my example and analyze it so that you can write your own beginning that focuses on the setting. Introduction number 1, setting. As I'm reading this, here are my thinking jobs. My job is to put a star next to details about setting, draw a line under the details about the character, and circle details about the problem. Introduction number 1, setting. I stare out my classroom window, looking at the Rocky Mountains. In the distance, Rocky Mountains in the distance. It's a crazy time in America and only getting crazier. With the 2020 election so close, I am worried the president will be re-elected to our country and our country will continue to suffer. How will I ever help my students make sense of this messed up world? What can we do? To them, I'm just Miss Graham, their amazing super teacher here at KIPP. Little do they know, I am in fact Jalissa, the Justice Crusader, the same superhero they see on TV fighting injustices worldwide, and of course in my home state, Colorado. Luckily, with my superpower, I can control the weather and protect my kids. So I already found one detail about setting. I need to go back and find all the other details that I found about setting and put a star next to it. We talked about being in the Rocky Mountains, so that's where. Talked about the time, 2020. I talked about another setting, it's the election time. I also know that this is in Colorado, so I'm going to put a star there. And it's happening, this person is a teacher at KIPP. So I have a lot of details about setting. Now I need to draw a line in the details about the character. Miss Graham is a super teacher, that's a detail about the character. But her real secret identity is just a Justice Crusader. And I think that's all the details about characters. I need to circle any details about the problem. So far I see that the person is worried that the president will be re-elected and then will continue to suffer. Those are definitely problems. So now I need to check, did I meet the CFS? The first thing is I needed to set the scene for the reader. That means, did I describe the setting? What's the time and place? I definitely did that with all my stars. Did I introduce my narrator or main characters? Yep, I talked about Miss Graham. And did I establish the problem? Or what is happening? What are they going to do about it? So the problem is the country is suffering, and what she wants to do is protect her kids. So I met all the CFS for focusing on setting. Now it's your turn to write your own setting exposition. So when you write this first beginning of your story, make sure that you're also focusing on the setting, when and where it's taking place, that you introduce the characters, and then you briefly kind of hint at what is happening. Here are some sentence stems that you can use as you're writing. You're going to be writing this in your notebook with your pen and your pencil or pencil.